Hello everybody, here's me in my weird little hat people think is the Statue of Liberty. Makes me look like her. And I'm going to read Peanuts Parade Book by Charles M. Schulz. Speak softly and carry a beagle. Story time. A's and B's are boring. E's are fun. I think that's, what is that? Swoops. Yeah, it's a swoop. First you swoop in all the I's, then you pop in all the dots. I, dot, 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 dot. If they come out even, that's good penmanship. That's good penmanship. I'm not sure how she says. Then M. N. Are those M's or N's? Neither. Those are M's. G. Look at that perfect G. Do you want it? Do you want to frame it and hang it in your room? No, thank you. What's the matter? Don't you appreciate good penmanship? We're drawing. What are those? Says Peanut. Oh well. Those are U's and W's. You shouldn't run them all together like that. If it doesn't bother them, why should it bother you? T, 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 T. Those are nice looking T's. Those aren't T's, those are telephone poles. I am drawing a picture depicting the change of the West. I'm going to show how the telephone poles led the great movement of people across the land. I was just kidding you. They're really T's. It makes me think of my niece. And then it shows him as a football. Don't know if you can see it. Par 4, 400 yards. Or golf, not. I don't know what it said. Anyway, golf. And then they're walking. I'll show you. Don't know if you can see. I'll see. Oh. There's no body checking in golf. Because she comes around and he's up for the putt. Then she comes running at him. She pows. There's no body checking in golf. And then, gotta read, hard to read graphics, but okay, here, I'll just show you guys. Suddenly I feel very fat. My story takes place in the Napa Valley in California. This is wine country, and on one of the ranches there lived a rhinoceros who became so fond of drinking wine. They called him the Wino-Reno. Yeah, I'm laughing too. Rats. Love doesn't have to be restricted to one thing. You can love music and also love another person. Did you know that? It's kind of funny how it makes me think of me. Dear contributor, we think your new story is magnificent. We want to print it in our next issue and we'll pay you $1,000. P.S. April Fool. Dutch Waltz, the famous skater, was worried. His skating partner, Jill Blaine, was in love. While playing a show in Denver, she had become involved with a cowboy named Martin Gale. The story isn't much, but the names are great. Oh, anyways, I'll show you what I just read. It's really hard to read graphics, but I tried. I hope you guys can see those. My hand's getting in the way. It is quite funny. 5 minutes? Man, I'm taking forever, aren't I? Dear contributor, your story was terrible. We would like to send it back to you, but you did not include return postage. P.S. Don't send the return postage now. We threw your story out the window. Immediately after he won the golf tournament, he was interviewed on TV. I'm sorry, is this the first time I'm reading this here? This is the most exciting moment of my life, he said. I saw you on TV, said his wife. I thought the day we got married, it was the most exciting moment of your life. In his next tournament, he failed to make the cut. Dear contributor, thank you for submitting your story to our magazine. To save time, we are enclosing 2 rejection slips. One for this story and one for the next story you send us. Joe Anthro was an authority on Egyptian and Babylonian culture. His great accomplishment, however, was his famous work on throat culture. That's the dumbest thing ever written, said the girl. I cannot remember the name of the character. I need to watch Peanuts some more. Another first! Okay, and now I'm going to show you what I read. Maybe. I don't know. You know what? What? 6 hours is a long time to stand here. That's true. But where else are you going to see War and Peace performed with hand puppets? Puppet show. Now playing action drama. And Snoop Dogg's playing puppets. Clap, 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 clap. Woodstock always likes the part where Rhett Ballard walks out on Scarlet. I don't know if you guys can really see what I am showing you because of the light. Doesn't look like it's too clear. Oh well. I'm sorry guys, I'm not the best storyteller sometimes. You never had any education, Snoopy. Oh, Snoopy. Okay. And yet you seem to know a lot. You never went to college or anything. That's not quite true. Actually, I did great in nursery school. I guess he's sleeping. Yeah. Knock it off and go to sleep. Oh, that is a stomach break. Yes. Sigh. Then playing tennis. Brats! He who lives by the lob dies by the lob. Out! Bad call. It hit the exact middle of the outer part of the edge of the front part of the back part of the line. Okay. Sorry guys. My camera seems to be a little blurry. Play me, trade me, forget me. Who cares? Oh no. Guess what, Marcy? I've decided to give you a try at center field this year. But yeah, this is baseball. Baseball now. I don't play baseball, sir. I think you'll be a real natural. I hate games, sir. Why don't you just trot out there on your little Billie Jean King legs and we'll see what you can do. I can't do anything, sir, because I hate baseball. Just remember, Marcy, that winning is everything and losing is nothing. I don't agree, sir. Winning just doesn't mean that much to me. Okay, there's a nice high one. Get it get under it fast, and wing and then wing it on home. I have no interest in getting under it fast and wing it on home. I don't play baseball, sir. The job's yours, Marcy. Congratulations. She's like, awful. By the way, just because I'm the manager doesn't mean you have to call me sir. Yes, sir. Sigh. Now there's shopping. Yeah, I think. Yeah. The only time I hate being the catcher. No, they're taking the stuff back. What's Snoopy doing? Oh, well, Snoopy's doing nothing. The only time I hate being the catcher is when we go on the road. I wonder if we're going the right way. How much further, Charlie Brown? Only about 2 or 3 more blocks. I hate being the visiting team. They're here, sir. Chuck, welcome to our neighborhood. Chuck, welcome to our neighborhood. We appreciate your coming over here with your team for the first game of the season. Thank you. Thank you. Oh, thank you. Sounds like that. Thank you. Okay. Oh, gosh. Why don't you guys take the field for a little warm-up? Then we'll start the game. Okay, I'll hit him a few flies. I just can't see that. Went right behind her head. Good grief, Lucy. You're going to have to do better than that. What did you expect? I'm suffering from jet lag. Yes, I was wondering like that. Oh, is that the last one? Yeah, that's the last one. Wait. Yeah, this is the first part that read. Can you guys see that? I cannot see what I'm doing. But it's quite interesting. The middle one of the longest. Oh well, 30-minute. Hopefully not. Oh, Snoopy's just singing to himself in the baseball field. Something is missing. You know that, Chuck? This is our first game of the season, and we don't have any opening day ceremonies. I remember once I saw a game on TV where they released a huge flock of pigeons that soared up into the sky and then flew in great circles around the stadium. We need something like that. We have a surprise for you. Open the cage, Snoopy. He opens the cage. That's not the same thing at all, Chuck. What is it? A bird? Oh, I can't even tell what that is. I think it's a bird. Well, something like a bird anyway. Humongous ball. A humongous ball is running at Snoopy. Poor Snoop. We're the home team, Chuck, so you guys bat first, and we'll take the... I guess where's something? Oh, well. We're the home team, Chuck, so you guys bat... bat first, and we'll take the lead. Okay, Snoopy, you're our lead-off batter. Let's start things off big. But look out for Peppermint Patty. She's a good pitcher. Here we go. The first pitch of the season. I love baseball. Bonk. Poor Snoop. What kind of game are you playing? You beaned my best player. Beaned. Bean? Okay. I didn't do it on purpose, Chuck. He was crowding the plate. I was just trying to brush him back. Forget it. I'm taking my team home. You can't forfeit the game, Chuck. If you go home, you lose. Don't forfeit the game, Chuck. I'm disgraced. Winning a game from Chuck's team by forfeit is the most degrading thing that can happen to a manager. Maybe you could forfeit. The forfeit, sir? Stop calling me sir. Hey, manager, how come we never try any field goals? I'm standing in a field, aren't I? How come we can't try for a field goal if I'm standing in a field? In a field. And she walks off. Stupid manager. I don't want you to hit any over my head. Do you hear? And don't hit any way out in front of me either. I want you to hit them right to me. bonk right on her head. All right, then, let's try hitting them a little to one side. She's still dizzy. Practice? Why do we have to practice? We never win any games. What are we gonna do? Practice our losing? She keeps walking. That was just a little joke. I know it's not easy being an outfielder. I know it's a lonely job, but somebody has to do it. So you can cut the comedy. And she has a pole. It's really funny. I think I did miss a page to show you guys earlier, but you probably can't see it anyways because my camera's being stupid. I have to stand out here all day, don't I? I figure if I can take care of a few sheep while I'm standing out here, I can pick up some extra money. He kicks the cane away because she's holding a cane. Oh, for the sheep. Okay. Team owners hate to see their players pick up some extra money. That wasn't a question. Okay. Did we really lose this game, or was it my imagination? It was your imagination. It was your imagination. We lost 40-0. They got 40 goals? They didn't get any goals. They got 40 runs. How could they win if they didn't get any goals? Oh, this is too funny. How could they win if they didn't get any goals? And back to Snoopy Little Predictions. Our magazine assumes no responsibility for unsolicited material. He walked away. I'm not doing this wrong. Maybe I'm reading these in the wrong way. I don't know. No such. Right. Okay, no, okay. He walks away. Gentlemen, I am submitting a story to your magazine for consideration. If you don't publish my story, I am going to cancel my subscription. No such material will be returned unless submitted. Unless submitted with a self-addressed envelope and sufficient postage. They probably don't really mean it. I have been a subscriber to your magazine for many years. So there, too. Sounds like me stubborn. Is there a lot of throwing up in this movie? Because all the characters are here now. If I want to watch someone throw up, I can... Maybe I am reading it wrong. Oh my gosh, this whole time? You poor guy's been trying to keep up with me. I'm trying to keep up with me. Okay, is there a lot... Is there a lot of people throwing up this movie? I'm not going to pay good money just to watch some stupid actor throw up. If I want to watch someone throw up, I can watch the kid who lives next door to us. He has the flu. I'm going home. All your talk is making me sick. Don't go. Maybe there won't be any throwing up. Maybe they'll just be killing. Oh, please, don't let her call on me. Please, oh, please, don't let her call on me. I'll study hard tonight. If you just please don't let her call on me today. I thought praying in school had been banned. This kind will always be with us, Franklin. History report. Ancient Greece. Ancient Greece was ahead of its time and before our time. They had no TV, but they had lots of philosophers. I personally would not want to sit all evening watching a philosopher. My grandfather has a birthday this week. Does he mind getting old? No, he says it doesn't bother him. In fact, he says he feels great. He says that once you're over the hill, you begin to pick up speed. Because that's one way to look at it. And I'll just show you this, guys, this stuff before I read it. Snoopy, Snoopy. How do you like the show though so far? It's pretty good, I guess. Do you come to these shows very often? No, this is my first time. I mean, I'm doing it. Actually, the main reason I'm here is to review the show for our school newspaper. Mom pointed that way. Then the bird, I can't remember all the characters' names. It's Rocky. There's no reason for you to keep coming back to the nest on Mother's Day. That's not the way we birds do things. Once you left, little bird, that's it. You can't go home again, so fly away. Don't look back. The world is yours. I must admit, she's a pretty sharp mother. Hello, Snoopy. Here's Joe, cool, hanging around the door. Joe Cool always keeps up with the latest campus fads. And what's the latest campus fad? Streaking. Pretty good, Patty. How have you been doing? This is, okay. Terrible, Chuck. Just terrible. I'm sorry to hear that. Is it school again? Yeah, according to a recent poll, my stupidity is on the rise. Okay, let's put it this way. If we multiply x times y and a times b, what will we get? I know what I'll get, Franklin. I'll get the wrong answer. Marcy, look, I got an N. I got an N on my English test. That's the highest grade I've ever gotten. That's not an N, sir. That's a Z. Z. You had the paper turned sideways. Rats, for one brief, exciting moment, I thought I had an N. Oh my gosh. Who is crabbiest of us all? I have a question. I'm watching TV. Do you think I'm crabby? Of course, you're probably the most crabby person in the world has ever known. Some people are up one day and down the next. You never know how to take them. You wouldn't want me to be like that, would you? And who can be pleasant all the time? No one can be pleasant all the time. What do you expect of me? I don't expect anything of you. Shut. You're no help at all. All right, how about this? How about a year's schedule which gives you 200 pleasant days, 100 really up days, 60 crabby days, and 5 really down days? I could live with that, I think. Can we call today one of the really down days? Sure, why not? Pow! Oh, she's savage. This is going to be great. I still have 4 really down days left, and I haven't even touched my 60 crabby days. Oh, at school again. Good grief. Another note. Dear son, I hope you enjoy and also appreciate the lunch I made for you today. Man, how long is this book? Did you have a nice morning? Oh my gosh. Did you have a nice morning? Did you volunteer in class as a suggested? Teachers are always impressed by students who volunteer. It is a sure way to better grades. Remember, better grades now will mean a better college later on. Did you eat your carrots? Proper nutrition is essential to good study. Are you sitting in the sun? I hope so. For a little sun is good as long as we don't overdo it. Perhaps 10 minutes a day this time of year is about right. Hi, Linus. What are you having for lunch? Carrots, peanut butter, and guilt. Come on. Things take forever. Like changing a page. Okay. A scout. Marcy says to him. Don't know if you guys can see. It's Snoopy time. You don't know anything about scouting. What kind of scout are you anyway? A tinderpaw. You can be a tinderpaw forever, you know. You have to work your way up. You also have to earn merit badges and things. I know that. I'm going to work and work until I have reached the top. Beagle Scout. Here's the world famous Beagle Scout setting off on a hike. He takes with him only the bare necessities: extra socks, first aid kit, a map, a compass, and lunch. An observant scout can learn a lot on hike. He can learn about the web of nature. Web of nature? Okay. Sunlight, air, plants, watch. Why did that pop in my head? Sun, air, plants, water, soil, birds, microorganisms, all working together to make a better life for beagles. Here's the world famous Beagle Scout on a hike, getting out of, what is that? Okay. Getting out into the open like this makes you look at life differently. It makes you realize just how easy it is to become lost. Lost. Well, what does a good Beagle Scout do when he's lost? Actually, he has two choices. He can panic, or he can calmly take out his map and compass and calmly find his way back home. I think I'll panic. I'm lost. I'm completely lost. What did it say in my Beagle Scout handbook? When lost, follow your compass. Well, go ahead. I'm following. Oh my gosh. This is so funny. Go ahead, I'm following. That is exactly what I need. Just put the compass down and wait for it to say something to you. Snoopy went on a hike and never came back. I wonder if he's lost. Of course he's lost. That stupid beagle couldn't find the nose on his face. He couldn't find his hands in his mittens. He couldn't find the ears on his head. I don't think he's that bad. After all, he is a Beagle Scout, you know. I think I'll wait for the moon to come up. I've heard that the moon always points towards Hollywood. I see someone. Is it a rescuer? Maybe it's someone coming to mug me. It's bad enough being lost without being mugged too. He's getting closer. I'm trapped. I'm doomed. Hello. My name is Loretta, and I'm selling Girl Scout cookies. Well, I'm glad to see you're back. Thank you. But what a disaster. You disgraced the name of Beagle Scout. Imagine getting lost and then being rescued by a Girl Scout selling cookies. They were good cookies. Some Beagle Scout you are. How could you get lost when you had a compass? Compass. Didn't you know that the little N means north? I thought it meant nowhere. Oh my gosh. Dear little Girl Scout, thank you for rescuing me when I was lost in the wilderness. I hope I will see you again someday. Maybe you could come to my house for milk and cookies. It's almost 30 minutes. You bring the cookies. And I got many more pages to read. My goodness, how many pages more do I have? The cook brown fox jumped over the unfortunate dog. And then she reads it. That's supposed to be lazy dog. It's time that someone set the record straight. You know what I'm thinking of doing? I'm thinking of having my ears pierced. Do you think I should? You might as well. You pierced mine a long time ago. Linus, do you think I should have my ears pierced? I have a better idea. Why don't you have your mouth boarded? Why don't you have your mouth boarded up? Pow! She knocks him flat. That was worth one hit. 2 hits? No, but it was definitely worth 1 hit. I'd like to have my ears pierced, but I'm afraid it will hurt. It probably doesn't hurt any more than a punch in the nose. Who wants to get punched in the nose? That's how I judge pain, Lucille. That's how I decide whether or not I should do something. Will it hurt more than a punch in the nose or less than a punch in the nose? Why don't we both go and have our ears pierced? I have no doubts about my femininity, Lucille. I never said you did, Patty. I just don't want to do it alone. Okay, I'm game for anything. Let's do it. You're both going to get hepatitis and don't end up in the hospital. Marcy, you always look on the dark side of everything. Don't blame me when your ears fall off, sir. There's a store up the street where they'll pierce your ears for nothing. All we have to do is buy a pair of earrings. Let's just hope they know how to sterilize their equipment. Maybe all you get is a mild cellulitis infection. A penicillin shot would take care of that. Now, hepatitis, that's something else again. A penicillin shot? If you're going to have your ears pierced, sir, why don't you go to a doctor? He'll use a hypodermic needle, and then to avoid infection, he'll put 24-karat gold bars. Oh my gosh. Gold bars in your ears for 10 days until they heal. How much will he charge? Probably $20. That's the cost of an ordinary office call. $20? For $20, he should pierce your ears, check your eyes, and cure your asthma. The nurse said they'll pierce our ears if we get parental permission. That's no problem. Dear doctor, okay, let her have her dumb ears pierced. I am sick and tired of arguing with her. She's writing that down, right? What can I do? Let her learn the hard way? What do I care? Go ahead. Pierce her dumb ears. That's perfect, Lucille. It sounds exactly like a fed-up mother. The nurse said the doctor will see you now, Lucille. Why don't you go first? Having our ears pierced was your idea, Lucille. Maybe it wasn't such a good idea. The doctor's waiting, Lucille. Why don't you go first? I'm not ready. How can you not be ready? My ears aren't warmed up. Oh my gosh. The doctor's still waiting. I'll tell you what we can do, Lucille. We can alternate ears. I'll go in and have one ear pierced. Then you go in and have one ear pierced. Then I'll go in again. Then you go in again. And then I'll go in again. Then you go in again. This is confusing me. That's 6 years. You're right. We'll have to tell them to stop us on the 4th year. Okay, Lucille, just to show you I'm not afraid, I'll go first. I guess I've been kind of scared for nothing. Actually, it'll be great to have pierced ears. We can wear beautiful earrings that... Yep! Forget it! She runs. Lucille, you ran out on me. I had one ear pierced and you ran out. What am I going to do with one pierced ear? I should have listened to you, Marcy. Besides, what do girls like us who have long hair need with pierced ears? I had my ears pierced last year, sir. Ah! Whatever. I think It's been a good day for bike riding. This is a lot more reading than I thought. It's been a good day for bike riding. We haven't hit a single parked car. We may even make it home in one piece. The only thing that worries me is when she parks next to the hedge. Forgets to put the kickstand down. He ends up in the hedge. Really? This is Snoopy typing again. How thoughtful. And the bird brings magazine. Woodstock made a quilt. Woodstock made a quilt for me out of all my rejection slips. Kitten Caboodle was a lazy cat. Actually, all cats are lazy. Kitten Caboodle was also ugly, stupid, and completely useless. But let's face it, aren't all cats ugly, stupid, and completely useless? No. I love cats. I love writing anti-cat stories. Of course you would, Snoopy. And so, once again, Kitten Caboodle had to admit she had been outsmarted by a dog, an ordinary dog at that. Do you think there's a market for anti-cat stories? Play Beagle has bought the whole series. Oh, that's so funny. Secretly, Kitten Caboodle wished she were a dog. She was aware of the natural superiority of dog, and it bothered her. I think your anti-cat stories show too much prejudice. I think you're going to make a lot of enemies. Not everyone hates cats, you know. I find that hard to believe. After that, Kitten Caboodle never again tried to match wits with the dog. Do you think your anti-cat stories will ever be made into a television series? I expect to hear from all three networks, CBS, NBC, and ABC. Columbia Beagle System, always dreaming. Columbia Beagle System, National Beagle Company, and the American Beagle Company. You know the cat next door, don't you? Unfortunately, I do. You know what I heard he said? I couldn't care less. He said if he finds out you've been writing those anti-cat stories, he's going to jam his typewriter down his throat. Jam this, huh? I don't know if that makes sense. Does he mean going to jam your typewriter? Oh, whatever. And then the typewriter. Bow. Oh, now on to the baseball again. Look, Charlie Brown, I caught your shoe. Maybe I should pitch my shoe instead of the ball. That's a good idea. Give him the old knuckle shoe. Oh, sorry guys. This is, I didn't think it'd take this long, but since I was showing you pages, it takes longer than I show pages. Anyway, okay. Pitch it to my boy. Pitch it to him, boy. Throw it right past him. Pitch. Pow! Charlie gets everything knocked out. Except for shorts. Okay. There's a sock on that. Okay. Guess what, manager? One of your socks flew clear out of the center field fence. That must be some kind of record. Would you call it the longest sock ever hit? Or just the longest sock? Or maybe you could call it the longest sock ever socked. How about the longest hit ever socked, or the longest sock ever socked? Why don't you just go back in center field where you belong? This is that time of year when baseball managers always start getting crabby. Crabby. Hey manager, I have a suggestion. Why don't we give up baseball and buy some horses and form a polo team instead? I have a better suggestion. Why don't you get back in center field where you belong? Why should a manager's suggestion be better than a center fielder's suggestion? Hope you can understand me. Hey manager, you know why I dropped that fly ball? Because I didn't catch it. Ha 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 ha. If I were a hockey coach, I would hit her with a stick. This is not gonna go down. I'm gonna stop right there, because, yeah, there's more to come. I'll just put it that way. Bye.